Good morning, 7th grade. I hope you had a nice weekend. Today we are going to continue in chapter 13. We have 2 more lessons and one last test to get done this week before we are done with school, right? So we're going to keep on moving. Today we're looking at dilations. Okay, this is 13.5, page 517 in your books. A dilation is a transformation in which the figure and its image are similar, right? So it's in the past, the shape hasn't changed, right? It's been congruent and it slid or it rotated. Today the shape's going to change. It's going to get bigger or it's going to get smaller. The scale factor is the ratio in which it will change. Okay, so it's the ratio of length in the image to the corresponding length in the original figure. Let's do some examples. Here's our first example. Find the image, so the new figure, of a triangle ABC after a dilation with a center of A. So the center of A means it's going to have the same point, right? Same point on both. So on your regular or your original shape and then your new image. And a scale factor of 1/2. So that 1/2 means it's going to be half of the size that we started with. Okay? So we have the same point. So A for our new shape, our new image is going to be at the same location. And the scale factor has to do with the lengths, okay? And so each of the lengths are going to change by 1/2. So if AC was 16, if we multiply that by 1/2, we get 8. So our new AC is going to have a length of 8. If side CB is 8, when we cut that in half, we get 4. And then AB, side AB is 12. When we multiply that by 1/2, we get 6. So our image is going to have the new lengths of 8, 4, and 6. So if we start at A, for A to C, it's supposed to be cut in half. Of course, I wrote my 16 right in the way. So this is going to be C with prime because it's our new shape. And if let's see, AB is 6. That's also going to be half, right? This is going to be B prime. So my new triangle is going to be inside the old, and A stays the same. So I'm just going to write equals A prime, right? Because those are the same. And then inside, I want to make sure that I have my markings. So I'm going to write 8. Let's see, do I have another? Pen. Eight, 4, and 6 for my new lengths. Okay? When the triangle or any shape gets smaller, it's called a reduction. Okay? A reduction. All right, here's another example. Find the image of triangle DEF, where D, E, and F are at these points, after a dilation with a center of D, so D is going to stay the same, and a scale factor of 2. Okay, so this one, right, 1 equals 1. So 2 means that it's going to get bigger, right? If we're going to multiply all the numbers by 2, that means we're going to have a much larger triangle in this case. So first we have to start by plotting the points. So D is at -2, 2, right? X is first, Y is second. So -2 and then up 2. This is D. E is at 1, -1. And F is at -2, 1, 2, -1. So I have D, E, F. Okay? And since it's on a coordinate, its actual size, the lines are the length, right? So I've got 1, 2, 3 on this side, 1, 2, 3 on this side, and this side looks like 1, 2, 3. It's not quite, you know, because of it's probably 3 point something. So if I use my scale factor to help me find where my new lines are going to go, I've got to double, right? So if I'm going to double, so let's say DF, if I start with DF, that's 3. And so I've got times 2 because of my scale factor, that's 6. So that means D is supposed to stay the same, right? So D is not going to move. But when I add, I'm going to add it this way. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So my new F image is going to be here, okay? And then for FE, it's also 3, which means it's also 6. So it's going to go this way from my new image. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my E prime, my copy, my image is going to be down here. And since D stays the same, oh, let me change colors. I'm going to stay there and draw my new line. Okay. Any questions on that one? Because this was larger than 1, when the scale factor, so when it gets bigger, it's called enlargement. I want you to try a couple of these. Today we're going to be on page 519, and we're going to do numbers 4 through 10, please. Okay? So all questions are going to be either shrinking an original image, enlarging an original image. The scale factor is what you use to find your new information. Or they might show you a picture. Remember that your new ones have the prime, right? That little like apostrophe. And they might ask you, did it have a reduction or did it have an enlargement? So these are the 3 skills that you're going to be using in your assignment today. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks.